How are we all doing then? England watch along. I haven't done a watch along for ages, so I thought there may be a chance of Ollie Watkins starting for England. It was a very short straw that I thought of him starting, but he is starting, which is really good, so it makes it worthwhile. So we're on sort of Ollie Watkins watch tonight then. I think it's well, we know the vibe with Southgate. We know that. Well, I've been hearing him speaking on TalkSport as well today, and he's been saying about the players that are starting. This is their opportunity. This is their chance to stake a claim to be sort of like the England fringe players and to sort of make the place their own. I mean, Watkins is not going to make the striker spot his own, but he's going to sort of be hopefully next in line ahead of Wilson, etc. So, and then Nketiah. So, I'm really hoping that we see a really good Watkins performance. I reckon he might score. I've just got a funny feeling he might score. So, I really hope he just, has a good game. And, his interview that we reacted to the other day was just really good, wasn't it? He's just a model pro. He's not in the spotlight. He doesn't really want to be in the spotlight, but it's just great to see a Villa player in an England shirt. Then, so let's see who's in the building. Then I've been reading some of your comments before I came on. Bladanator's put, will we see Maguire? Hope not. He's not starting, so hope not. Pricey is in the building. Rachel, hello. Michael, we've got Love Bleeds. How are you all doing? Hope you're all right. So we'll chat while the game's on about England. I've got a few little topics that we can talk about. We talk about Villa as well. I haven't done a video on a certain thing that's sort of come out. I've tried to sort of stay away from it, but we will touch on it, and you'll know what I'm talking about. So let's just have a look at the team news then, and let's see what we've got going on. Let's see who's starting. So we have got Sam Johnson in goal. Ollie Watkins is playing left back. I'm only joking. He's up top. We've got Colwill, Tomori, and Dunk. I'm a big fan of Tomori. I think he's a great central defender. Dunk, I like Dunk. I think there's a bit of pressure on Dunk, I think, because he plays with the ball at his feet. And I watched him against Marseille, and he looked a bit ropey for Brighton. I don't think he's having as good a season as what he had last season. We've got Trent at right back, so he doesn't look like he's going to be in central midfield, although he might drop in there if the system goes that way. We have got Jordan Henderson and Conor Gallagher, so there's no Calvin Phillips, which is a bit of a surprise. Is he on the bench? Is he on the bench? Yep, he's on the bench, so it's a surprise he's not playing, because what I'm thinking is the players that are playing today probably aren't going to be playing on Tuesday against Italy. So we've got Henderson and Gallagher, and then we've got a three in front of that as Grealish, Maddison, and Bowen, and then Watkins up top. So we've got the Grealish, Ollie Watkins link up. We've seen that before. We've seen that prosper. Maddison, got to be in the starting lineup. He's got to be playing games for England. And Jared Bowen, big fan of him as well. So I like it. I like the team. I'm not keen on this central area here. I don't rate Henderson anymore. Gallagher, I think he's a tidy player. He's okay. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think of the starting lineups. What is some of your thoughts? We've got, this is a weak midfield. I would agree. I think that two there is pretty weak, to be fair. I mean, he does like that two anyway, doesn't he? He loves that little holding two. I would hope against Italy he tries to get rid of that. I think we only need one in there, Rice. And then I think you can play sort of a Madison and a Bellingham in front of Rice. I don't think we need two sitting. So, yeah, I mean, this is a tried and trusted Southgate formation. We've got Australia have gone with Ryan in goal, Strain, Suter, Burgess, and Rolls. Martin Boyle, we saw a bit of him against Hibs. I think that's the Hibs winger. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, it's the Hibs winger, Martin Boyle. He's all right, to be fair. He's a bit of a tidy sort of player. Why is that not going off that there now? Right, let's get rid of that. Right, here we go. Right, so Boyle is playing. We've got in midfield for Australia, Bakus, Irvin, and Goodwin, Metcalf, and Duke up front. Duke was good at the World Cup. Does anyone remember Duke at the World Cup? He was quite tidy at the World Cup, to be fair. So he's a decent player. So England should win this. I mean, if England play with confidence, then Watkins should get a few chances in this, and hopefully he can stake his claim. Henderson, I know what are we doing here? It's just so random, isn't it? I just don't rate him. Don't rate him whatsoever. As long as Ollie is getting the service, the goals will come. Good in places. I do think he's slightly playing players in the wrong position, but I've seen worse from Southgate. I definitely agree. Jackson Irving plays for St. Pauli in second Bundesliga. Yes, so that's the lineup then. So in the chat then, let's go with some of your score predictions then. What are your score predictions for this game? I think England should dominate. I'm going to go 3-1 England, and I'm going to go with Watkins to score. So I think Watkins is going to score. But in the chat, let me know what you're going with. Well, we need to get the timer going as well, because I always forget to put the timer on. There we go. Right, so score predictions. Let's go then. So we've got Neil's gone 4-1. Bladanator's 3-1. It's quite an inexperienced side. Probably why Hendo isn't. Yeah, and you get this, don't you? Sometimes when a lineup looks a bit sort of not disjointed, but not the usual, you sort of get a bit of a scrappier type of game. So hopefully all the players that are in the team can show their qualities. Did anyone watch Scotland and that decision? Was it last night? Scotland, Spain. Oh my days, McTominay. There was a little push on the keeper, but Scotland should have got something from that. McGinn was quite quiet in that game, to be fair. I think McGinn had a bit of a quiet game, but I'm all right with that. When Robertson went down, and I thought, oh my God, it's not McGinn, is it? But yeah, so 4-1. We've got England. We've got Luke's gone with 4-0. Hope no injuries for Ollie. He's quite robust, isn't he, Watkins? He's quite, touch wood, doesn't get injured. And yeah, he's pretty robust. So hopefully he'll be okay. We've got 3-1, 3-1. So there's quite a lot of 3-1s, 3-0, 4-0, 4-1. Hello, Gene. As well, drop a like. Hopefully it'll get some more people in here. If you can just hit a like on this stream as well. 3-0 England, Ollie ×2, and Bellingham off the bench. Some of you are reacting to the Scotland. It was just mad, weren't it? Absolutely mental. I kind of thought they were doing it because he was sort of like, maybe like impeding the keeper and just sort of like, when they do that, is he in line? Is he distracting? But when it was the push, absolutely mental. VAR, absolute shit. And the fact that the keeper had a look at it as well was just even worse. Yeah, Philogene scored. Nice to see him doing well. So the teams are coming out. I mean, thing is, Australia and football, it's not really a rivalry for us, is it? But after the Ashes, you just want to beat the Aussies, don't you? You just want to beat them. So, um, and I think they'll be up for it because Postecoglou apparently, and is it Gus Hiddink went to their training session to give them a little bit of a pep talk on what they should, how they should go about it. So, yeah, so hopefully we're up for it. Big game against Italy, qualifier. I think we have to sort of got to win. If some teams win tonight, it probably puts a bit more pressure on England. But yeah, there we go. There he is, Ollie Watkins. Love it. I'm watching it on the Channel 4 app. Seems all right so far. So yeah, I'm watching it on the app. Here we go. Jim, 2-1 Australia. Are you an Aussie? Are you from Australia? Because I do know that there are a lot of people in Australia that actually watch this channel. So yeah, I know we get a lot of Aussies watching us. Great goal from Scott. Apparently, they changed their mind and said it was offside. Oh, really? That's a bit mad. Oh, I didn't know that. So, oh, yeah. So what were they saying? He was like impeding the goalkeeper then because he didn't touch it, did he? To be fair, I've not been watching the rugby. I watched the first one, but I watch any sport going. I just can't get into rugby. I'm just not a rugby fan. So yeah, I'll watch anything else like F1, cricket, just anything but rugby really. So the national anthems are going on at the minute. Looks a wet Wembley. The rain is coming down. The weather and just the vibes change, hasn't it? Now it's just getting super, super dark, just super dingy, wet, miserable. I have made a little purchase today, actually. I'm gonna have to see how this works. But when we do the fan cams, I bought a little light to go on my camera. So hopefully, when we do the watch-alongs, they look a bit brighter. Because the lighting's not very good around Villa Park, around the ground. So when we do fan cams at night, it's just dark. So yeah, hopefully this little light's quite good. Up the Ollie. Yeah, I'm just not. Here we go. Yes, Jim. Jim, all the best, mate. All the best. Here he is. Look who it is. Dino's in the building. How are you, mate? Given the rain, this might be a typical easy win. Same for both teams, mate. Same for both teams. It's wet on both sides. Nice, slick surface, ready for that Watkins 35-yard and a nice little skip just before it gets to the keeper. Sky did bait us this afternoon, didn't they? I did put that image up of the Nketiah and Watkins season so far. And I'd have been fuming on here if Nketiah was starting over Watkins. The stat was just ridiculous in every sort of department, apart from successful take-ons. Watkins was head and shoulders above Nketiah. And I think, what are we saying then? So let's use like a hypothetical scenario. If Watkins bags near 20 goals this season, Premier League, do we think Watkins is behind Kane in the pecking order? Because I think he favours Wilson over Watkins, no matter what. That's just my general vibe. I think he favours Wilson. So, but basically, what I'm saying is, if Watkins scores the goals, you can't ignore him, can you? So that's what I'm just hoping for. I'm just really hoping that Watkins just does enough to sort of not be out of sort of the thoughts, basically. Um, I mean, this one's just a joke anyway, isn't it? The Consa one. Um, he's just not going to get a look in, is he? Because I think it'll get to a point now where if you've not had a call up, you're not getting one, are you? And thing is for Consu, he's just performing at like a high level, and his game has just gone up and up and up, hasn't it? But the problem that I think the centre backs have got is that there's one player that's just simply like undroppable for Southgate. So, it means that players that keep getting called up, like Tamori, Dunk, Colwell, I know some of them, well, I know they're playing today, but, in the grand scheme of things, when it matters, they just don't play, do they? So if you add another one in the picture, it's just like another one. So I don't think Conte will ever play for England. Um, I just don't think it's ever going to happen. There's a monsoon at the moment in West Sussex. Should be okay, hopefully, for my non-league match tomorrow. Hopefully, yeah. I always think that the team that's technically better should be better equipped for it. Really, it just moves better, doesn't it? The ball, quicker, zippier. So, right. So the teams are pretty much about to kick off. What we got here then? Cheers for the donation, mate. Ollie to get. Oh, don't say this. Don't say this. Don't curse it, mate. Right. So yeah, you've reminded me about Rashford as well. Australia doing a little huddle. Watkins, England's best striker. Kane can't press and the work rate of a sloth. Look at Croatia, Italy, and France. All decent centre backs. Pop. Yeah, yeah. It's just he's kind of undroppable at the minute, though, isn't he, Kane? You can't. I don't think anyone can sort of get in the way of Kane's position for England. Let's hope. Hopefully, we see a Watkins screamer. So, right, the game's kicked off. The timer. Right, there we go. Timer should be working. Top left corner for anyone that wants to know. We'll put the score in there as well, and then we'll just pop your comments as they come in. Here we go. Oh, he's down already. Watkins is down already. Elbow in the back of the head. Welcome to international football. It's just one of them. He's down already. I do watch snooker. Yes, I do. Ronnie, he's the GOAT. Absolutely love him. Watched it all my life, really. So, yeah. Absolutely love Ronnie. 10 seconds and he's down. I'm kicking you out of here, Dino, if you carry on. Can't believe it, can you? Villa player straight down after like 10 seconds. So what we got here then? So we got Grealish on the left then. Is he going to pass it backwards? With a bit of space. Maddison looks like he might have a bit of a free reign, bit of a floater roll. We've got Henderson in the middle. Trent? Trent's got into midfield. So the midfield two is Henderson and Trent. So we're playing with a back three. Grealish on the left. And then Maddison looks like he's just got a bit of a floating role. So it's interesting to see whether we go with this sort of Trent role when it matters, because we have seen it quite a few times in some international games. So be interesting to see whether he actually sticks with it in like a main tournament. Ronnie is the goat. Yeah, he's class, absolutely class. I have liked like loads of different snooker players over the past, but like Ronnie's my favourite. Like, do you know what I really like? I liked Ken Doherty, man. I really liked Ken Doherty. Um, so I liked him. I loved Paul Hunter. Thought he was class. What are we doing here? Um, Little backheader to the keeper. We had to shepherd that one out. Watkins, nearly pressurised the loose touch. Australia have brought a bit of a press to this. Australia coming forward now. They're exerting a little bit of pressure on England's shape. What you laughing at? What minute are we on? Are any of you way ahead of me? I'm on 3:26. Can't get used to Trent either with his hair like that. You know, he just used to seeing a player and he just don't look like that player that you expect to see. That's handball, isn't it? Is it handball? Right, where are you all? No, no. Ebden, the most slowest snooker player in the world. Do you remember that game he played with Ronnie when he just like took everything down to about like 2 minutes every shot he had? Oh, that was horrendous. That was torture. That was. Right, so some of you are a bit ahead of me, so let's not get let's not have no spoilers. Yes, you are always ahead. Australia have started quite well here, haven't they? They're going to get a corner. Can't get out, can they, England? Right, got a task for some of you then. Right. What we're going to do while the game's going on is we are going to pick our best England 11. So we're going to start with goalkeeper. So we're going to come up with our England team here that goes to the Euros, right? So in the chat, number one goalkeeper for England. What are we saying? And I'll go with the majority. So we'll go with keeper first. So what are you saying? Little pinger from Dunk to no. Watkins pressuring. England turned over the ball. We need to get some passes going here. We haven't really put many passes together, have we? I reckon Grealish and Madison would like playing together as well. They just look like a good combo. I could imagine like they would really like enjoy being on the same pitch together. Right, so where are you all going then? So we've got Pope, Pickford, Pope. None of them are that great. I'd agree with that. I don't really like any of them. I've got to say on the Pope though, he can't kick. His kicking is absolutely tragic. It's awful. I'd probably say Pope's the best shot stopper out the lot of them, but he can't kick. And I think at international level, You can't have a goalkeeper that can't kick a ball. So I'd be very reluctant. Here we go. Oh! Watkins through his legs. Big chance, man. Oh, Watkins. That's massive. Oh, I've got to watch this again. It's a great ball from Gallagher. Gotta bury that. Gotta bury it. So we've got Pope, Ramsdale, Pope, Pickford, Ramsdale. And then you're all should have scored. Can we borrow Emmy? How did he miss? How far are we going back? What do you mean? I'm not sure what we mean. Yeah, should have scored. So I'm saying the majority, I reckon there's a lot of Ramsdales in here. There's a lot of Popes as well. It's inconclusive. It's inconclusive in the chat. So I think I've got to have the final vote then. If it looks inconclusive, I'll have to have the final one. And no one went Pickford, really. Right. If I had to pick Ramsdale or Pope, I'd go Ramsdale. So Watkins, it kind of went through that defender's legs, didn't it? And he caught sort of probably didn't really see it, did he? But here we go. Nice drop of the shoulder by Watkins. Great ball to Grealish. Gone. Oh. Right, so we've gone Ramsdale for our goalkeeper. That's a good one. In goal, we haven't got a Pope. That's quite good. Right, so we've gone Ramsdale. So let's go back four. What's your back four? It's got to be realistic as well. So he's got to be in there, basically, because he's going to be in there. So I think you may as well just put him in there because he's going to be in there. So Maguire, I'm sorry, he is going to play. So you've got to pick three. So you've got to pick left back, another centre half, and a right back. Yes, mate. He's playing 100%. Took a nick off the defender on the way to Ollie. He had his foot ready to guide it in. So we've got for right back, Southgate isn't tactically enough to use Trent properly. So we've got Trent, Maguire, Stones, and Shaw. I'd probably say that's close to what I'd go with. We've got Trippier, Stones, and Shaw. Don't mind that, but I prefer Trent. Yes, I'd love him in there as well. Konsa, and Konsa. Shout. Got James at right back, Stones, and Shaw at left back. None of you have gone Walker. Walker, Konsa, Stones, and Shaw. Yeah, Walker's be a good, but save by Johnston. So cross from the left-hand side. Is it a shot? Shot nicked off somebody's head. Is it one of our players? Yeah, Tamori. Oh, Tamori with a great glancing header there. Good save to pick that up, though. Really good save. So Boyle with the corner for Australia. Volley. We're having a bit of a mare at the back. Having a bit of a mare, to be fair. So we've got Chilwell, Never fit, is he? Trent, Stones, Maguire, disagree. What are we disagreeing with? He's defo playing, isn't he? you can't disagree with that because he's playing. Um, yeah, it was a good save. So I'm gonna take the decision. I think we've all gone Trent at right back. I think that's a cert. Yeah, I like Walker. It's whether he plays enough games, and I think is Stones fit? Stones back. So I'd say this is the back four then. Trent, Stones, Maguire, Shaw. Watkins is on the left-hand side. Back to Henderson. Dunk, Tamori. Switch to the other side. Keeping the ball quite nice there. Oh, poor pass from Grealish. Bowen. Gallagher. Bowen and Gallagher are linking up well. So we got Consoy seems to got noticed, doesn't he? Nice to see Villa play in the squad though, 100%. Walker and James. Right, so back four. Trent, Stones, Maguire, Shaw. So we're playing 4-3-3. So what are we going with as the three in central midfield? What would your ideal three in central midfield be? This is where I think it gets tasty. The team starts to get tasty. I think the worst part to our team is the defence. Bellingham, I agree. So we've got Bellingham. I think that's a definite. Yeah, Rice. I prefer Rice on his own and two in front. That's what I prefer. Rice, Bellingham, Defo, Bellingham, Rice, and Foden. Honestly, I think we have a brilliant list of players for England. We should start challenging 110%. We should be winning this tournament coming up. Yeah, I guess they could. You mean Rice and Bellingham in a double pivot? So I think we've agreed on Rice and Bellingham. Who's the next? Oh, well. So who's that extra player in midfield? I'm guessing he's more of like box. He's a box to box creative player. I think we're gonna have in there. A lot of you are saying Foden. So I'd say Madison, but you're all saying Foden. So we'll have a couple more that come in. If you're still going with Foden, then it's got to be Foden. Stuart's gone with mine, Madison. So yeah, we'll see if a few more little late ones come in. Bellingham can play anywhere in midfield, but if you don't play him as a 10 or an advanced 8, now that's criminal. I think we're going Madison, guys. I think we're going Madison. And then Kane up top, left and right. What we got? Left and right. Yeah, you've all gone Madison. We're all on the same wavelength tonight. Saka on the left. I imagine we're gonna get a few Saka on the left. Saka, Saka. I think that's Saka done. We've got Grealish in there. So we've got Saka on the right, cutting in on that left foot. Left. We need one on the left then. Are we going Grealish? Well, we'll go Grealish. So this is the team. Ramsdale. It'll be Pickford though. Trent, Stones, Maguire, Shaw, Rice, Madison, Bellingham, Saka, Kane, and Grealish. That's a great team, isn't it? That team's got everything: pace, power, technical ability, dead ball situations. It's got it all. It's got it all. Got it all. There's only one thing that lets it down. Guy picking the team. There's a couple of Fodens come in. Jack, Kane, Saka. Pretty balanced and solid. Yeah, I would agree. What we got going on now? It's quite a decent game, to be fair. Right, what should we touch on it then? What we're saying about Zaniolo then? What's the vibe? What is the vibe? Do we think he is? Well, it's hard to say what we think's happened, but do we think we are going to see him in a Villa shirt again? Because for me, I kind of just feel like Villa won't want their name anywhere near this. Even when like Sky just put in like Newcastle's Tonali, Aston Villa's Zaniolo, it's like that. I just don't think we'd want our name anywhere near it. Um, oh, oh my God, Duke with a volley. It's not far away. How far away is that? He's peeled off Tamori. That's not far away. That is not far away at all. Right, see what you got going on. What we got saying. Rex is saying no comment. My thing, no comment. Hurt my fingers in the comment section earlier. How can they take it serious when it's put? Yeah, true. Zaniolo is gone. I'm afraid we have to wait and see. We can't really, as the option to buy is appearance based. He left Italy and ran to Turkey for a reason. It's not a good look. Bladonat is saying guilty. That isn't quite the same thing. I think Villa will have to release him. To be honest, I really hope not, because we're cursed with injuries. Yeah, we should have done. Zaniolo should be released. He hasn't shown up in the Prem apart from the goal. Apart from the goals, no, he's too loose with the ball, and now I just don't like him. Our team is way too adventurous. Um, yeah, it's just when you're reading some of the rumors coming out about it, and it's coming out that like Zaniolo's in it more than the others, and it's like that guy's sort of come clean about it from Juventus, hasn't he? And they've got his phone now, so they've gone through his phone and they've seen those players. Yeah, it's just not good. I mean, I do like him. I think he's got something, but I just think from a Villa's point of view, it's just not great, is it? Like, he's on loan. He's not our player. Madison, is he offside? Madison cutting inside. Oh my god! What's that? He's looking at the turf, mate. He ain't playing rugby, mate. He's off. Look, oh, is he off? He looks close. Oh my days! He's cut inside. He's got a bit of time. Like, what a miss that is. Um, yeah, he weren't in my team. You all picked him. Zaniolo will probably get a ban. The video doesn't look good for him. Maybe more chance for the video was on Moreno as well, wasn't it? Um, but apparently he's bet. Didn't he? The rumors. Oh, nearly on goal. I mean, the thing is, there's a lot of rumors in there. A lot of like, you can't believe what you read. But when it all pieces together, you get a bit of a picture, don't you? Um, but yeah, it's just not good. So what do we think would be sort of how would Villa go about it now? Would they just talk to the player, or would they just? I don't really understand contracts, etc. When stuff like this happens, would it be a breach of would it be a breach of contract? And I guess until he's guilty, it's sort of like he hasn't really done anything wrong, has he? So I don't know. What are you saying in the chat? I was quite impressed with Zaniolo in the last European game. Yeah, that's against Moreno. He kicks Moreno. If he's under investigation, can he still play, or will he be suspended pending the result? Well, Paqueta for West Ham is under investigation, and he is still playing. Tony was still playing, wasn't he? Um, so this is the Italian FA, isn't it? corner to Australia. Um, Not a breach of his Villa contract. No, but I'm guessing he would have two, wouldn't he? Surely he's got two contracts now. He's got a contract that he signed for Villa on loan, and then he's got his overall contract, which is sort of signed for, say, I don't know, if he's there for 3 years at Galatasaray, he's still got that one. I said, oh, mad scramble. Oh, fired over. What are we doing defending? Australia, I think they should be winning, to be fair. Um, if he's innocent, he can sue them for putting his name out there. So you have to think he's guilty. The one is grassing them all up because he could get a short sentence. So Dobbin, yeah, I think that's what's happened, isn't it? He's trying to comply with the investigation, I guess. So he's sort of getting his mates involved. Oh, Watkins, he threw his offside round the keeper. Watkins. Oh, is it the post? He aimed for the far post. It was sort of not going in. Oh, Watkins, he's had a big chance there. He's getting in the areas, which is a good thing, I think. If you are new watching, make sure you hit a like, subscribe to the channel. We're currently talking about Villa player Zaniolo and the alleged betting scandal in Italy. I reckon he'll be pulled in and asked about it, and until any conviction, he'll be playing. I would be shocked if there isn't a generic gambling clause in every contract for a professional footballer. Depends what the bets were. We've heard rumours. We've only heard rumours. Well, there was another little rumour that came out today that him and Tonali have both said that it is blackjack and poker. So I did see that today as well. Looks like a good player, but very greedy. The only thing with that vid, it was the linesman who said about it, not the ref. Surely, if he wanted to be sent off, he would have done it in front of. But we don't know. A lot of players deliberately get yellows and reds. It's big business in gambling markets. Well, this was that sort of made their own, hadn't they? That sort of made their own apparently, and they're in an organised betting group, something like that. If Italian FA are investigating, English FA can't do anything until say he's guilty. Uh, uh, yeah, is that's if he plays? Was it 30 games? That was if he plays 30 games, wasn't it? Bladanator is saying, for me, he can stay, but he's been a very naughty boy. You're all, I see we're a bit behind in the chat, but now you're reacting to the Watkins. There's a big chance for him. Big chance. Beautiful ball. Onside as well. Takes it round. If he hit that near post, it does hit the post. If he hit that near post, it's a goal. Contract still exists for Galatasaray, but he didn't breach that either. He was in Italy, where no contract still exists. I can see you're all reacting to Ollie now. We're a bit behind in the chat. He's had two chances. What was his other? Yeah, he missed that one in the first half, didn't he? He's had two. He's had chances. That's what I mean. He's got to. He's got to be taking them. Yeah, they've had some big chances. To be fair, you see all these comments coming in. He kicks a player. I think it's in like the 89th minute, and he gets sent off. It's doing the rounds on Twitter. Just type in Zaniolo on Twitter, and it'll probably come on. He'd be banned from everything. The Italian FA can give a 3-year ban. Um, who's that? That's just got a yellow card. No, I would not have Lingard. Sorry, mate. Nah, not for me. Not for me. If he wanted to like run the Instagram account or something, I'd probably have him to do that. But nah, not playing football. Run the socials. He'd probably be quite good at that. Don't think this is a different game on dry pitch, mate. It's not. Don't make that much difference. Go look at the stats. 69% possession for England. Oh, header, back post. Johnson gathers. We had 2 shots. They've had 3. We've played 285 passes, 89% passing accuracy. They've had 120, 72% passing accuracy. Let's have a look at the average positions. Can we get them up? Why can't we get the average positions up? That's weird, isn't it? Might be able to get them up at half time. Yes, I would take him all day long. What have you had? An email from Villa? What about the survey? Oh, Chris Heck. Chris Heck's personal email address. What's he saying? I am absolutely thrilled at the uptake of the recent fan consultation, With 16,000 season ticket members and those on the waiting list taking the opportunity to contribute their views via the crest. This is one of the largest responses in club history, and such a huge turnout has naturally provided us with a wealth of insights as we move forward with this important piece of work. In terms of next steps, we will now undertake a detailed review of the combined outputs from 2022 consultation alongside the refreshed perspective from 23. Once the analysis is complete, we will work to incorporate fan feedback as the best we can, along with the views of the wider club stakeholders before sharing our new crest later this season. This reveal will form part of the wider refresh of the club's brand and kit, on which we are currently focusing a great deal of time, so that the club is ready to go to the next level in the 150th anniversary. As a club, we are keen to ensure that the fans feel part of the redesign process. Therefore, I've taken the decision to share with you the summary of the results in the recent survey. Oh my God, there's not much more, so I'll just carry on. 16,000 validated survey supporters across the globe, base of season ticket holders, members are on the waiting list. Visually striking and recognisable. 60% believe that whilst the new crest should be claret and blue, it should also be visually striking and recognisable. How the shield design reflects the history. 52% of you strongly agree or agreed that the shield shape design best reflects our heritage, with 20% holding a neutral point of view, building the picture of our heritage. 68% felt that it is most important for the crest to build a picture of our heritage as a traditional club. Our name represented. A combined 81% of you would like to see the name represented as either Aston Villa Football Club or Aston Villa. The lion facing left. As for the rampant lion, 47% of you would like to see it facing to the left and 30% open to either direction. 1874, 73% agree that 1874 should be included on the crest. So that could look quite messy then, couldn't it? Because you've got 81% want it to say Aston Villa Football Club or Aston Villa, and then 73% want it to have 1874 on it. An overwhelming 85% would like to ensure we incorporate the 1982 European Cup star in the design. 2 more paragraphs. Furthermore, I am delighted to share that we have selected the 5 winners of the prize draw, whom have been contacted separately. But last but not least, I would like to thank you all who took the time, valuable opinions to share with us, Chris Heck. And then interestingly, at the top of the email is that, which is absolutely everywhere. So there we go. And I haven't won whatever they were giving away. So there we go. That's that then. What you got to say about that then? Apparently he wrote the email. It was from Chris Heck. Yeah. Match has been all right, to be fair. Yeah, that's why I think they're looking to change it. So from that, it's going to say Aston Villa then, or they're just going to do their own thing. And then results just going to be fans have been asked, but we'll just go with what we want to go with. Shield, wrong year. AVFC, Lion, Star. Out of the, you've got two of them things wrong there. We want AVFs, we want Aston Villa Football Club or Aston Villa in 1874. Rampant Lion, Aston Villa, no Star, no way. I don't like the why we don't need it to say 1874. Why does it need to say that? It's just gonna look messy to me. It already looks messy with the more stuff you put on it. Less is more for me. No, I do think the badge needed changing. Um, but the more I just see that singular line on its own, the more I like it. Right, we're gonna play Who Are You at half time, and he's gonna score. Oh my god. Dunk to the rescue. Absolutely sliced open. I think he's onside. I think he's onside there. He does well here. He does really well. Great pass. Should have buried it. Tell you what, they're playing well. And I mean, I know this is in England's first 11, is it? They're playing quite well. I think I'm all right with it having 1874 for next year because that's our 150-year anniversary, isn't it? So, you know, whether we were changing the badge or not, I'd imagine we was gonna probably have something new anyway for that. But I just don't think it needs it on the actual. Oh, Stuter, just don't think it needs it on the actual proper badge. One minute of added time. It's been an all right half. Watkins is through on the left hand side. Oh, it's been corner. He's big in that Suter. He's absolutely massive. Grealish and Watkins linking up. That's him, innit? Massive. Me too. Half time. Right. Let's get straight into it then. So, not that. Straight into it. Who are you? We haven't done this for a while. Basically, the rules, if you are new, who are you? We get we get 8 guesses to guess who that player is. Every time we guess, it gets clearer and clearer. So we should have a chance of getting who it is. We've got 8 goes, so fire away. I am pretty decent at this. So who is that? Who are we saying that is? might be a little cheeky Harry Maguire. Um, but I'll let you guess a couple of times first, and then we'll get into it. I'm gonna say no. I think they're still playing. I think the players that are playing. They're still playing. Um, and they can be playing for Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, or League. Bale. No, I think I, I do think that I'm sure they are currently still playing football. Right. Come on. There's 96 of you watching. You've got to be playing this now. You've got to fire some players in. If you try and squint your eyes, you can kind of see it a bit clearer, I think. No, you don't. There's no hints. It just gets every time you guess a player, it gets clearer. And I think you might guess the league. Pau Torres, right? We'll go Pau Torres. So he doesn't play in the Premier League because that would go green. So if he played in the Premier League, it'd go green. If he was Spanish, it'd go green. If he was a defender, it'd go green. So he's not a defender. He's not in the Premier League, and he's not Spanish. Do you know? I think it might be. It might looks a bit like. Say looks a bit like Lundstrom. Is he still at Sheffield United? All right, we've got Muller's come in. Oh, so he's a forward. He's not playing in Germany anymore. So it might be Lewandowski. Oh yes, who had Lewandowski there? Well done to you. You got that one right, Lewandowski. What a shout that is. Tom, don't know whether you're a bit behind, but you've guessed that there. Steve, Lewandowski's a shout. Right, so let's do another one then. So we've got that. How many guesses was that? Was that yeah? We've got that in three goes. We could have had eight, so we could have had 8 goes there. Oh, let's get rid of that. All right, here we go. All right, what are we saying now? What are we saying? Boateng. Boateng. Don't think it can be him. Don't think it's Boateng. We got. Don't think it's. I don't think that's Mbappe. So he's not in the French league. Do you know? I think it is. All right. Don't think anyone said this. I think I got it. What we're saying, Casemiro. Do you reckon? Casemiro? Oh, that was a right shout from me then. Rafinha, Paqueta. Hold on, let's get rid of that. Might be Paqueta. Oh no, we've wasted a go there because he's not Brazilian. So we haven't. So he's not in the Premier League and he's not in league. So he must be in. Not in the Premier League. So, so we've got Yedlin. Let's try that one. Oh, it's not coming up. Can't be Gomes. It does look like he's got a beard as well. It does look like he's got a bit of a beard. So it must be a defender. It must be a defender. It's not a midfielder, so it's got to be a defender. Balde. Which one? Which Balde are you going for there? Oh, we'll go with the bottom one then. We'll go for the bottom one. We've not got it. We've not got it. So he's Spanish. He plays in La Liga, and he's a defender. Have we not just guessed him? We just guessed that one. Oh, hold on. We got two to go. So he's playing in La Liga. So it can't be David Raya. PK, is he still going? I don't think it's not. Oh, I've got no idea who that is. Yeah, I've already tried. I've tried twice with him. It's not him. I've tried twice. Um, I think you might be right. Isn't that the guy that we wanted? But he plays, doesn't he play for an Italian team? Right, we'll try Gaia. Oh, no, it's not him. We got two goals left. We got two goals left. It's definitely not Jesus Navas. Definitely not. Definitely not him. It's a defender. It's not a midfielder. Oh, two goals left. So we've got a. Who's that? Mac what? You got it. You got it. What a shout. The wolf has came from nowhere and just banged it in there. That's a great shout, right? Um, well done. Right, we'll do one more. Let's try and do one more. Um, right, let's go back. Hold on. Right, that looks terrible. I'm gonna go Mark. That was nearly a shout. Marquinhos. So he plays for PSG. So, and he's a defender for PSG. Who are we going for? Rafa Leao. He don't play for PSG, does he? Um, PSG defender. Hakimi. Maybe. Yes. Smashed it. So we did that one pretty good, right? We got time for who went with Hakimi? Uh, so Unai Emery, Tom, both of you went with Hakimi. All right, we'll do one more then. Right, random. That's the same one we just had, weren't it? We had the same one again. Right. Oh, what we saying? Lukaku, innit? I reckon that's Lukaku, what we saying? No, not Lukaku. To be fair, I could just play this all night, to be fair. Who's that? Danilo. Oh, so we're in the Premier League. So we're not a forward and we're not a midfielder. Um, oh no. I went with Ogbonna. So we're a defender in the Premier League. Ashley Young, it's a good shout. Good shout. Yeah, Ashley Young. Right, we'll play one more. We do one that's different now, okay? So same thing, but you've got to guess the football club from the badge. This one's solid. So who's that? Whose badge is that? I'd have a guess and I'd say Bologna. Italy. How do you spell that? Calgary. Uh, AC Milan. Has it got that in it though? Oh, I'm, is it Udinese? No, Udinese. I can picture it. Sampdoria. No, I'm out of my goes. We've got two to go. Um, Calgary. It's not coming up. Calgary. We're spelling that right though. Look, not coming up. Look, Cag. We've got to put Cag in. Smashed it. Well done, everybody. Right, let's go back to the match. How was your halftime entertainment? Basically, that website is. Let me find it for you, so you can play that like at home and that. So if you type in play playfootball.games into your web browser, and you can play it there. There's like guess the badge, guess the player. There's like a wiki quiz one that's like I can't do it. I can't. Where sort of like a player will start at say I don't know, start off at Villa and end their career at like I don't know Man City. You have to figure out who the player is based on how long they were at each club. Right, so second half has kicked off then. So we've got Grealish, little slide move. Oh, that was crap. Pass to Madison. Or Colwell stepping into midfield. That's a poor pass as well. It's a bit loose, isn't it? Bit loose from England. Bit bitty. Some of you are like behind because you put you put in like stuff in the chat. Like, look, someone's on the Navas still. Wait till he gets on the badge one. Look, some people are like still behind. So funny. Australia are trying to build up a bit of momentum. Cross comes in, throw into Australia. Ashley Young. Ashley Young. I think they might score, to be fair. See you later, mate. Speak to you tomorrow. I think Australia deserve something, don't they? Oh, it's like volley. Oh, volley from the edge of the box. Is that a free kick or? Oh, Grealish. I think did he get a free kick for that? So loose with the ball here. Look, just can't get hold of it. I'm on 49:18. That's the minute that I'm on. Yeah, he has to be fair. And what I find quite mad about this whole Grealish situation is they've signed Doku, and he's so like expressive and creative and pacey and direct. I just don't understand what happened to Grealish. Cut back. Oh, Madison oh, sort of smashed it across Suter, cleared it away for a corner. I just love Watkins to get a goal. Came off Suter's knee. Don't say it. Don't say it. I don't know. I'm all right for him for a bit. Oh, that's nice from Trent. That's nice. That is. Oh, corner, corner, or did it hit one of our own players? Is it hit Grealish? Yeah, it's hit Grealish. How are you, mate? You okay? Watkins on the left. Looks quick, to be fair. They've combined it quite nicely, Watkins and Grealish, to be fair. Australia are coming forward now on the break. Yeah, he was fantastic, to be fair. He was unbelievable. He's just he thing is like when he's sort of like in that possession mode for Man City, like just backwards, forwards, sideways. Pep loves that from him, doesn't he? But he's just you can see now, like when he goes forward, he hasn't got that sort of conviction about him anymore. Like he is literally the complete opposite to what we had. Australia coming forward. It's gone to the right hand side. Crosses come in. Oh, keepers. Grealish, where are we? Guardiola has nullified Grealish to an extent. It's, it's all right. Watkins is just had a cross for Grealish, got out for a corner. What I mean, he has looked without being biased. Watkins has looked quite lively. Uh, he has. It's like he's been in the game, which is good. And I think he showed some of his traits, what he can do. So he's like his running and etc. has been quite good. Oh, it's Grealish to Madison just. Oh, it's to Bowen, wasn't it? Yeah, he has had two big chances and he's missed both. I'd swap Bailey for Grealish in a heart. Well, yeah. If we're on about swapping players for Grealish, then 100%. Nah, neither am I. I think his career's gone from them two loans at Palace and West Brom. I think Conor Gallagher has Gone off the boil for me. I don't think he would either. Like, I don't think he'd come back, if I'm being honest. It kind of fit. He's a different person now to what he was back. Well, no, he's always been the same person, but I don't think Birmingham or Villa would fulfil his personal needs anymore either. Remember when Luke was all about? Remember that transfer window? What window was that? I'm gonna say was it? I'm gonna say it was the Dean. Was it? What window was that? Can you remember? He was like that player, weren't he? I was chomping all window for. Um, Last window was Nico Williams. That never came. And then we had the Conor Gallagher window. Right. I remember this. Yes, he had a headband in there. Um, I think it might have been when the season Grealish left, maybe. No, defo weren't last Jan. No, it weren't. It was a summer. I remember doing it. Yeah, it's any player with a headband, but I did want Gallagher. It must have been when our midfield was quite weak, so it wouldn't have been with Kamara. It wouldn't have been with Kamara or Louise. Can you think of an Australian that's played for Villa that hasn't that? What about Brett Holman? Was he Australian? I'm sure Holman was Australian. Was Holman Australian? What's the chat saying? Holman, was he Australian? Don't think Grealish would be the same player if he came back anyway. No, I don't either. We need a goal. Was it? No, I don't think it was. Grealish. Yes! Is that Watkins? Is that Watkins? Tell me that's Watkins. Tell me that is Watkins. Is that Ollie Watkins? Grealish has smashed it. Right. Grealish has smashed this. He's onside. It is. Yes. Da, 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 da. Ollie Watkins. Da, 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 da. Ollie Watkins. It was going wide. Get in. Ollie Watkins. Love it. Absolutely love it. There we go. The Grealish Watkins link up comes together again. 2 attempts, 1 goal. Boom. Love it. Grealish will want to come back definitely after his City time is over. Dino's last summer, we lost to Watford on the, I think it was then. Watkins, Ollie. Yes, Holman was an Aussie. Watkins, love it. Get in. I'm buzzing now. Absolutely buzzing. Never in doubt. That's what Watkins does. Little cheeky finish. It was going wide anyway, weren't it? So we had to get on the end of it. Class. It's going wide, weren't it? Chat's loving it. I accidentally hit Holman on the head with a painting of Darren Bent. How did that happen? How did that happen? Is he being subbed off? No, I wouldn't. We would not be here on a Friday night watching this if Ollie Watkins wasn't in the squad. Love it. Absolutely love it. Striker's instinct. That's what we have. Right, if Watkins goes off, we're off. Grealish is off. We've got Trippier coming on for Henderson. Nah, we wouldn't sell him for 90 million. No, no chance. Not with that new deal. Same. We're only here for Ollie. Gallagher for, well, Phillips for Gallagher. Stones for. Who Stones come off for? So we still got Watkins on the pitch. Well, we spoke about Watkins at the start of the stream, and we just said that he's just got to take he's just got to play well. That's all he can do, and the fact that he scored, rounded the keeper, he's had chances, he's been a threat. He's done what he needed to do, hasn't he? Really, so he's shown what he's all about off the ball as well. So he's played well. I'll stand by this. Watkins does stuff that the other England strikers that we've got don't do. He does something different to Wilson. He's better than Nketiah. Tony, completely different type of striker. So, he's more of a create your own goal, sort of an all round centre forward, isn't he? Kane's a bit like that, isn't he? I just think Watkins, without being biased anyway, he just offers something different, and you need a plan B. You need something different. The worst thing you can do is replace a player for like a like for like player, really, because it's just more of the same. So the fact that he's completely different to everyone else, yeah, as long as he just keeps scoring goals for Villa, then I think he'll go to the Euros because he's got pace as well, hasn't he? He stretches defenses when games get stretched or when games get tight towards the end. He can stretch and be the difference. So, yeah, fair play. I think there's going to be Tony's going to be the one that I think all three London clubs might be in for. And I think Spurs, Chelsea, and Arsenal might all be in for Tony. Like Tony for me is 110% going to leave Brentford in January. So it's where he goes. But don't forget Chelsea have got Nkunku to come back as well. So they need a striker, but isn't he their striker that they bought in the summer? Yeah, I'd probably say I'd probably agree with that. Wilson is clinical. Oh, Watkins with a shot at the edge of the box. Feeling it now. He's just had an half volley from the edge of the box that's been blocked. Might be another goal in this for him, you know. I think there might be another goal coming here. Like I say, he's just got to keep scoring goals. As long as he scores goals, you can't ignore a goal scorer that scores, can you? You just can't do it. What we're saying about Rashford as well. I think he's greedy, I do. Really greedy. Does anyone agree? Rashford's greedy. I don't think his output's that great for me. Spurs will never pay 100 million for a player. Um, I just think he's did that interview, didn't he, with the Diary of a CEO, saying that he basically he'd leave if someone offered if he can play for a club that's sort of like higher up, he'd go and play. Um, well, yeah, we've already spoke about Zaniolo. I don't really want to go into it again. Far too greedy. I just think he's great. Even for United, like I was watching him against Brentford. Was it Brentford or the game before? And that Hoyland was making like loads of runs, and he just smashes everything. Like the ball comes to him, and he just smashes it. And I'm like, mate, get your head up. Like, have a look. He's so greedy. It's unbelievable. I'd imagine playing with Rashford. He's so frustrating because he just don't pass. I think you know, about 2 years ago when was Rashford at United team and were PSG for him. I think he should have left United then. I think he should have left then. United players, they get really like blindsided by like United and the United way. They just can't ever see the bigger picture, can they? Like Maguire. Anyone who advised Maguire to stay last summer is absolutely stupid. He should have been advised to leave and get his career back on track. And now he did the interview this week saying, like, I'm not going to sit on United's bench all the time now. If I have to leave, I'll leave. And I'm thinking, well, were you that stupid? You thinking you were going to play for United this season? They've got like Johnny Evans, like, come on. Johnny Evans getting in front of you. You used to be the Man United captain and now you're behind Johnny Evans. Absolute joke. But they all do it. They all like I think they just get blindsided by like, oh, this is United. Look what they used to be. And it's like, mate, they're not that team anymore. Sorry, I've said a rant about Man United. They're just doing my head in. You just can't go 10 games without a goal at international level. Who are we talking about? Who's gone 10 games without a goal? Yeah, but he'd never come to Villa, would he? He's one player that would just He'd never come to Villa. He's just that type of player, isn't he? True. Is Nketiah coming on? I've just seen someone say Nketiah. Uh, not injured, is he, Watkins? He's still running around. Um, there's nothing better than seeing Man United fail. Growing up as a Villa fan and getting yeah, when I was a kid at school, it was all Man United. It was disgusting. I hated it. Hated it. Like just glory hunters. Like I've just never liked Man United. Um, United are absolutely terrible. Coached so bad. I just don't rate them. I just really don't rate them. Don't rate how they play. Don't rate the players. Don't rate the team. Watkins going off. Madison off. Foden on for Madison. And Watkins off for Hug from Southgate. Well done, Watkins. What would we rate Watkins' performance at out of 10? I'm going to go for a 7.5. I'd go Watkins 7.5. In the chat, what would you go then? Watkins, um, what would you give him a rating? Quite a lot of sevens have come in. 7. We've got 7, 8, 8, 7, 7.5, 7, 7.5, 8.5, 8, 7.7. That's very precise. 7. He's made the Luke score of 7. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I mean, he's played well. He's played well. He's done exactly what he needed to do. I think that is the most important thing. Show Southgate that he can take his club form into the international stage at England. You know, he'd have been nervous today, like starting for England at Wembley in front of how many thousand people. Like it's a big deal starting. Not I don't think he started for England before, so the fact that he's got the goal, hopefully it stays at 1-0 and he's got the winner. Yeah, I think if he gets the winner, his score's got to go up a little bit. Man of the match, 8. Madison, 5. Uh, eight, eight. Yeah, I mean, he could have had an hat trick. He could have. Eight, 7.7534 precise. He did his job exactly. He did what he needed to do. Yeah, I'd say Grealish has probably been. Well, Grealish went off about what about 60, 65. He's probably still the best player that's been on the pitch. Yeah, I agree, and he'll have known that as well. That just what Southgate's he's weird, isn't he? Like even like before the game, like when I was listening to him, like this afternoon on a talk sport, and he was just saying like, yeah, all these players that are coming in today, this is their chance to show me what they can do, and I'm like, it's putting pressure. Do you know what I mean? But he's done what the manager basically said he needed to do. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, I think everybody sort of knows that, but we just need him in the squad really. Then when his opportunity comes, he's just got to score goals. What England player do you think has had a stinker tonight? Um, um, I weren't that impressed with Gallagher. I don't know. I haven't been impressed with him all season. To be fair, even for Chelsea. Yeah, exactly this. To be fair, I think this is a point that I would make about, and I know some of you will probably be like, "He's crap," but about Tielemans. To be fair, because Madison's game is sort of all about creating, and when you try and force stuff, if those passes don't come off and you keep losing the ball, then you don't look like you've had a great game. So that's kind of like what happened with Tielemans that one game where he just kept giving the ball away. He just kept getting on it and trying stuff and it weren't working. And then he ends up looking like he's had an absolute shocker. But I think he did okay. He tried to link up with Grealish, didn't he? But I think, Grealish, the two players that are trying to be creative, I think Grealish looked far better out of Grealish and Madison. Nah. That rumor about Tielemans came from Footy Insider, and they've just created a headline based on a headline that happened in the last international window, and they've just tried to like stir it up even more. So I don't think that's true at all. To be fair, I think SA is injured, isn't he? We got about 11 minutes to go. This is good. If Buddy inside had told me it was sunny outside, I'd wear a coat and bring an umbrella. Yeah, footy inside. Oh, make the post. So if footy inside and make headline, you don't click it, you don't watch it, you don't do nothing. I didn't even mind Tielemans' comments last international break. You know, so we've had so many players over the years that have just sat on that bench and kicked up a fuss and stunk the place out. At least he's saying he wants to play. You know what I mean? Like, it's just saying he was on international duty. So the press of Belgium, they've got sort of like the Belgian players' interests at heart. They've worded questions probably towards him like, you're not playing at the minute. How do you feel about that? And he's probably just said, like, it's frustrating. I want to be playing more, blah, blah, blah. So Tielemans is a good player. He's a good player. And I hate this sort of like just writing players off too early. Like, we're 8 games into a season. We can't write players off after 8 games. We know how meticulous Unai is and how, you know, it's fine details. And, for me, I'm really calm on Tielemans. I have got no problem with Tielemans whatsoever. I've got no problems with him at all. He's got a free kick. Goal kick to England. Probably should be 1-1 after that header, to be fair. Free header. Australia have played well. Thing is with Tielemans as well, he just needs to be playing, and he's currently not. He's in and out, and with this Zaniolo problem now, he might be playing week in, week out now anyway, so corner to England. Well, 110 of you currently watching. If you are new, subscribe, drop a like on this episode. I feel like this international break's kind of gone quite fast, going into the weekend now. So we've got a special episode on, don't know when it's going to be out, but there is a certain somebody who is now back amongst us. He is back officially now. So I'll be recording an episode with Justin. So Justin is now back. So he will be on episodes now. So yeah, we're gonna have a good chat over the weekend. So Justin is back on the channel. And we'll have that might be out on Monday. And then I think I said I'll do the Italy watch along, so I'll do that on Tuesday, and then we'll have West Ham match preview out on Wednesday, predicted lineup Thursday, press conference Friday, opposition preview Saturday. That one is confirmed as well, and then we've got fan cam straight after the game on Sunday. Match reaction, then debrief on Monday. So there we go. That's the schedule coming up. 4:30 kickoff for West Ham on Sunday. I reckon Justin would tell a lovely bedtime story. Oh, it's a great block from Dunk. Dunk's had a good game. You know what? Man of the match might be going to Dunk, you know. Might that block there, Dunk, and he had that one off the line. Could be going for Dunk, you know, man of the match. What we're saying, Dunk's played well, no. That West Ham game, I think that'll be a tough game. Tough game. But good thing is Unai has had a whole 2 weeks to get his plan for West Ham, hasn't he? So yeah, good 2 weeks. Oh, these have been unlucky, these have. They've played well. Yeah, we've got West Ham and Luton. So I think I'd take 4 points out of that. I think 4 points. Just keep it going. It's going to be a tough game, that West Ham game. But Unai, like I say, he's had 2 weeks to prepare for them, so we'll be going into it in really good shape. I don't know. I think they do them like I think they do about 5 or 6 a season. So, um, but again, that's all down to like how good your team's doing. So, um, if we're in the top five, then I'd say I'll definitely be on it. But if we drop out, if you're about like 10th, then they might not have you on. It depends on how your team's doing. Yeah, we are. And Declan Rice won't have the freedom of Villa Park either. Every time we play against West Ham, Declan Rice is just unreal against us. So the fact that he don't play for him anymore, um, hopefully we can get a good result. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's going to be a difficult game. Like we're on this like winning record, this run, and I kind of feel like it'll come to an end when we go into a game where we think we're going to win, and it's like, nah, we don't win it. So it's one of them. They're a tough opposition at home, aren't they? I think West Ham, Luton. I mean, okay, we'll beat Luton at home. I can pretty much, I'll be really confident of Luton at home, but West Ham's quite a tough one. They said that Moreno will be back training when after this international break. Uh, so he's well. I guess he might be back in training now. Yeah, or Luca Dean. That's what they'll be looking to do. Yeah, 5, 6 weeks, I think, for Ramsey. No, I mean they're crap, aren't they? They're absolutely crap. Absolutely terrible. I think Sheffield United could have like the lowest points tally ever. They've only got 1 point, haven't they, after 8 games? I think they've got City and Arsenal next, or United and Arsenal. So 3 minutes to go. Cheers, everyone who's been watching. I didn't really know whether anyone would watch this, but there's been like over 100 of you watching sort of during the whole game. So cheers, everyone who's been watching. Um, thanks. Last watch alongs I was doing was them Villa pre-season games. Proper late at night. They were so late. It was unbelievable. 2 minutes to go. Is that a definite thing? If they go down, do we defo buy him back? I have seen that mentioned before, but I'm not. I don't know whether it was true or not. Yeah, I don't think I did that one. Did I? We came on and we were like, we was on for an hour, and then it's just like it's too late. But that the Brentford one was mad, the Consa one, and we did the Newcastle as well. Yeah, smash a like. Just hit a like if you haven't already. Just helps the channel out. If you have watched and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. It's free. So yeah, it's been good chatting to you. To be fair, a lot of the familiar faces that chat to me in the comments anyway are all in here. So it's been great chatting to you. It's a good community that we've got. You all chat to each other and that. So yeah, yeah, Ward Prowse is going to be a threat, definitely. Yeah, should be good, mate. Should be good. It's good just to get back in. Knocks us when we have these international breaks because you get in like a flow, you get into a routine of your normal content, and then these just come along and you just like throws your whole routine completely. So yeah, so we're back next week anyway. So yeah, cheers everyone. Full time. Watkins with the winner. Absolutely loved it. So yeah, cheers for all the support. Thanks for commenting. Up the Ollie Watkins.